Because although it's set during the 1960s, during the Detroit riot, it felt so real, like right now. But hey, who wants to tell me about the movie?
So that's right here.
Like you said, ooh, this is hot. This movie is about the 1967 Detroit race riots, rebellion, as my man called it. It's really right. It's about the oppression in that community, what that kind of poverty and police brutality can breed. It's about the social injustices that we're seeing in our communities right now, and police that aren't being indicted for the crimes against humanity that we're still continuing to deal with.
So tell me, how is it, each of you, I want to know your experience of filming this right now, like in this era of Black Lives Matter. Like, what did that mean to you being black men making this movie and this story?
Well, this is our way of protesting. This is our way of exposing the truth and pushing the envelope. You know, this is something that happened 50 years ago.
Yeah.
And you know, we're still seeing stories like this on the news every day. And it's unfortunate, and we have to keep telling these stories. We have to keep exposing the truth, even if it's uncomfortable, even if it makes us angry, but we still have to grow from it and educate our people in other communities so they feel empathy, and we show them that we're not lying, we're not being biased of our own. This is really happening. It's about what's right and what's wrong.
Yeah. Now, Algie, you and Jacob's character, you know, really go through a lot. You guys, to me, are really the heart of this film. What was your experience? And tell us, who do you play?
I played a guy by the name of Larry Reed. He was in the actual band, The Dramatics, back in the day. My experience was very exhausting, physically and mentally. For like the first 2 weeks on set, you seen it when we was in the hotel. Just having to yell every day and get beat up every day and having to have blood on your face every day is like very exhausting. But we knew while we were there, so we kind of made it easier on each other. But the process was just having to sit in that character for over 3 months, which was very hard.
Nathan, what did you think? I mean, I think we all know about the riots that happened, but the story that goes on at the Algiers Hotel is so specific. What did you think when you first heard about this and realized it was a true story?
I was surprised because, like, me growing up in Memphis, Tennessee, I wasn't really aware of police brutality at first. So when I did my research and like read the script and everything, I was like, wow. Like, I finally understand why my mom, my grandmother, why they were raising me this way. You know, teaching me how to be careful, be careful with the police and all that stuff. So just reading that story just really opened my eyes to a lot of stuff, and I hope it opens up everybody else's eyes.
Okay. JoJo, Catherine Bigelow, Oscar-winning director. Only female to win an Oscar for directing this movie.
Shout out Catherine.
Catherine Bigelow, what was your experience working with her?
Working with Catherine, man, it was like playing jazz with Miles Davis or something. You working with someone who is a master of their craft. It's something that's very, very improvisational and collaborative. And you want to be able to keep up and like keep the music going and keep the pace going with someone who is so great at what they do. And you don't want to be the one that drops the beat or anything. So working with her, it was like one of the best experiences of my life personally, and I'm sure all these guys will echo that sentiment as well.
Wow, and now, what was the on-set energy like between you guys? It was a pretty big male cast.
Yeah, man, it was very, very.
I got tired of it, man.
No, like we laugh and joke, man. It was beautiful to like spend so much time with some of the most incredible, talented young black men I've ever been around. Like, that's real, man. Yo, my brothers up here, we all rocked out. We already did the thing. We inspired each other, we shared, we laughed. We had a good time also, but we're able to like talk about some real stuff, you know what I mean? And what it means truly to be us right now. Hopefully educate young us's out there right now.
Yeah, I mean, most of the scenes were pretty heavy every day. So like soon as Catherine says cut and we go home, we all at the hotel having a good time and like just trying to keep our spirits up, because this was such we had to go such a dark place for this movie, and but it shows. The chemistry we have off screen prepared us to have those deep moments on screen.
Now, what was it like working with John Boyega, because he's an English? But I mean,
No way, John be eating on set. He's a amazing actor.
no, I was actually shocked that he had an American accent. So what did he talk about? Like, what was his experience like being an English actor in this very American story? Did he talk about that?
We didn't get to talk to John a lot about that,
Okay.
but him as well. He was so in his head into himself and his character. On set, it was just a lot of everybody was just so focused. So one thing he did tell us though, which I agree with, is we going to the awards, we get nominated for something. So I'm saying that right now.
No, guys, did your thing. No, seriously. You know, because going into it, you know, you hear about John Boyega, he's Star Wars, you get it, he was amazing. So I wasn't expecting the genius of what you guys did on screen. It was, I mean, I really do mean it. But going back to what you said, Ephraim, about what do you want audiences to take away from it? Because after I saw it, I ain't gonna front, I needed a drink.
Yeah.
Because it's so right now. But what do you want audiences to take from this film?
I mean, truthfully, the intent behind this film is that you educate people, because a lot of people don't even know that these events took place.
Yeah.
They don't know that this is one of the most major race riots in American history, and the city of Detroit is still recovering from it.
Yeah.
They don't, and that was at the height of Detroit, the Motown, you know what I mean? Like our black excellence, and it didn't matter. It was the color of our skin that made all the difference that allowed this to happen. So what we want is to educate people on American history, not just black history.
Yeah.
This is American history, and through that, hopefully the white people that watch this film too can gain empathy. They can start to understand why we cry, why we scream, sometimes why we even are, riot and rebel. Like it's necessary because there are serious injustices that have been going on in this country since we all got here. And if we don't face them all together, we can't bridge this gap, we can't go forward.
Yeah.
You know what?
In this movie, actually.
I
I'm a singer, but I don't really
know. You're playing the manager.
I can't really say because
He's trying to give his character.
This is really mental. You can go on and look up, what happens to my character and everything. So I don't want to give too much away, but you gotta let the story unfold.
But yeah, we honor the dramatics in this movie, and so it's just amazing to be able to go back in time and put on the clothes and the hair that they had and just really step into what they were feeling at the time. So it was cool.
Oh, thank you guys so much. So who wants to tell them when the movie comes out?
August 4th. Detroit everywhere.
We said,
August 4th, Detroit in theaters everywhere.
All right, thank you guys. Please support this film.
We love you guys.
Please support it.
Bring your friends.
Hey, hold on.
Everybody.
And don't you look good up here in this yellow?